All right, what's up everyone? My name is Adam McKenzie and welcome to this week's episode of Mindset Monday. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of the unsexiest things that I can speak to you about when it comes to guaranteeing that you get great results, not just now, but forever. And more importantly, that you actually get to enjoy the journey along the way as well. And this was a good lesson for me to learn. It's a lesson that I see come up for a lot of my clients, especially once they get past that sort of initial phase when they realize they can succeed, that they're getting incredible results, that they can do this, and they gain that self-belief. Often they'll get to this stage, and when I can shift their perception and their perspective around where they should be putting their focus and their energy, it can really transform how they move forward to the next level and how they continue to get results despite any challenges and different things that come up. And that principle is basically boils down to how to make sure that you fall in love with the process rather than just the progress. And I'm the first person to admit that if I don't feel like I am achieving something or moving forward in some ways, that sometimes I would question if I was doing enough or if I was trying enough, or that I almost felt like I was in limbo and that I wasn't, able to move forward at the rate that I wanted to. And then there would be emotional triggers around that, and there would be this sense of lack. And whenever you come from a sense of lack, right, a sense of scarcity, it's always that something isn't right, it's not there. And when that's the case, you instantly create a gap. And I've done enough videos talking about the gap and what happens in an emotional state when you end up creating a gap or you end up in a gap, right? And you tend to really drift into old patterns, old beliefs, old conversations, old emotional triggers and reactions rather than shifting direction to make sure you continue to move forward, all right? That's enough about the gap. When I was able to switch my perspective to the extent, and I talked about this in my group, I think it was last week or the week before, about mastering the mundane. When I realized that progress is the compound effect of the process. And as of this week, right, I've been in the fitness industry now for 24 years. Yes, I'm that old, hence the bit of gray in my beard. But the thing I love about that is I now have a process for guaranteed results. Guaranteed. I even have a 30-day guarantee with every single one of my programs. I've done it for so long, and I've done it with so many different people with every type of injury, background, health concern, and thing that you could think of, right? Even dealing with stroke victims and autoimmune things and cancers, and there is nothing I have not seen. And I'll own that all day, every day. And the fact that I've now been able to create a process to guarantee that anybody can succeed, why do some people still fall short? Or why do some people still have doubts that they can do it themselves, right? And what I've found is that in the past, it's often because they've gotten to a certain level of progress, or they want to achieve a certain level of progress. And when they fall short of that, or they don't quite attain that, then suddenly they lose belief, right? They lose that sense of, I can do it. It is possible for me because I tried and it didn't work. I tried and it was the same. I tried and I got to this, or I'm stuck and I'm just feeling stuck at the moment. I need a goal, right? I need a goal. I need this. I need something to be bigger, right? And this happens with so many different people. I had probably 4 or 5 people last week feeling like they were in a similar boat, or they were wanting to do this and I'll just wait until that happens and then I'll be able to do it so I can commit to it and make the most of it, right? We all know these conversations, but you miss something throughout that entire process. You're focused on the progress, right? Which is almost like that next destination, or for some of you, that end destination. But what happened to what needs to be done on a day-to-day basis to get you there? That's the process, right? The process of doing the process of showing up, the process of retraining your belief systems, retraining the way that you speak to yourself, mastering the mundane, right? Doing the simple shit over and over again. I'm not a workout person. I don't like to work out. If it was my choice, I wouldn't work out, right? Or I don't want to spend 5 minutes tracking my food. I don't want to spend 10 minutes planning my food for the week. I'll just do it after the fact. And if I'm in line, great. If not, I'll figure it out, right? Again, you want the progress, you want the end result, and that's what you're attached to. That's what all of your emotions and your attachment and everything is in line with. But you skipped everything else. You skipped doing the one thing that will guarantee that you get there. Guarantee it. It is mastering the day, every day, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day, all the way through the entire process. And it's what I want to give you, right? Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with doing the mundane. Fall in love with discipline. Fall in love with the stuff that is not sexy. It's boring, right? It's tracking. It's measuring. It's doing things when I don't want to do them. It's making time when I don't feel like I have time. It's telling myself to shut up when I'm starting to hear that little inner voice come inside going, you'll be okay, do it tomorrow, just rest today, it's all right, work's been busy, you're tired, just have a glass of wine, it's cool, right? All of that crap, like turning that off, mastering that, right? Increasing your reliance in knowing that you can do this and that every day is your opportunity to become a better version of yourself. I'm going to be better today than I was yesterday. And that's it. Like, if people ask me, what drives you? Like, what personally drives me still after being in this industry for so long and doing what I've been doing for so long? It's literally as simple as that for me. I want to be a better version tomorrow than I am today. That's it, right? And for me, being able to shift my focus from always going after the next goal and the next goal and the next goal and the next goal, and then always feeling like if I didn't have that next goal, I wasn't quite sure where I was going to go, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm still very goal orientated, but I've almost shifted that now to be more intention orientated. Like, I know where my intentions are going to lead me. My intentions being the process, what I am mastering on a day-to-day basis to lead me in that direction. What am I intending to do, right? What am I committed to do on a daily basis in line with where I want to end up, right? And it's a lot easier to be able to start with that end destination in mind and work back and realize, like, what do my daily intentions need to be in order to get there? What are the daily things that I need to commit to in order to move forward one step, two step, three steps closer towards that, rather than this goal almost being this ideal. It's like this thing that's suddenly going to come along, pat you on the back with magic flower dust and give you motivation, give you momentum, give you the will to be able to do more because I can see the goals there in sight, right? I would much rather it's that way around than not having any clarity at all on what you want to achieve and why. So don't get me wrong, but are you setting yourself up for, I guess, potential disappointment, frustration, rather than narrowing your focus to today and then tomorrow and then the next day? And all I've got to think about every single day is, how do I master today? What do I need to do? What do I need to eat? What do I need to do in terms of training? What do I need to do in terms of my own self-development or my own self-inner talk or whatever that might be, to start building that foundation one brick at a time, building that new belief system, one word, one conversation, one extra rep, one better meal, one better choice per day, until that new belief system is there. Those strong foundations are there, which is going to be a lot easier to build things on top of that, to build upon it, to continue to move forward and achieve what you want on an ongoing basis. So bring it right back down to the simplest of things that you can do on a day-to-day basis. Fall in love with the process. You know, every time you hear yourself saying things like, oh, I just don't know if I feel like it anymore, I'm getting bored, or I'm a bit over it, or it's just not me, I'm just not a workout person, I just need a goal, I just need this, or, you know, like, I'm tired and it's just hard to do it. Like, whenever you hear that shit come out of your mouth, all right, slap yourself a couple of times, because I'll try and virtually slap you, but slap yourself out of it, because what you got to realize is all of those conversations are attached to what? They're attached to either who you were, or they're attached to who you're trying to be, but you're feeling like you can't get there, or you're not there yet. Rather than, all of that shit's irrelevant. Just, what have I got to get done today? Like, that's it. Like, fall in love with the process of mastering the simple things. Because when you master the simple things and you do that on a day-to-day basis, it compounds. And then you get into momentum. And then you look at speed of results. And then you look at ease of results. And I don't go back and think about all of the goals that I achieved along the way. I go back and I think about everything that I mastered on a day-to-day basis. And what can I do tomorrow to master those things even better, What can I squeeze out? What can I do a little bit better to become a better version of me in line with where my intentions are? Right? So if you are somebody that always feels like you're in that chase for a goal, or you're sitting here now and you're feeling stuck and you're like, I just don't know, how I'm going to get there. I don't know if it's possible for me. Master and fall in love with the process. And if you don't have a process for guaranteed results, none of this tactic bullshit of keto and low carb and high carb and things that are short-lived and 2-week challenges and 28-day challenges and 6-week challenges, like if you want a process that is sustainable, that is simple, that is enjoyable, that is flexible, right? And that will allow you to do this and take care of yourself for the rest of your life, reach out to me. I will show you exactly how every single one of my clients do that and how I've been able to do it for people all around the world for 24 years. It is simple, but there are key things and key elements in terms of who you need to become throughout the journey, what you need to commit to, where your focus needs to be as well as go throughout all of the stages of transformation to guarantee that you get there, but not just get there and then slide back down. You get there with a whole new set of beliefs, a whole new set of stronger foundations to propel you forward even more. Which to me, that's exciting. That's what human beings are designed to do. We're designed to adapt and grow. All right, and if I can help you in that journey, like I said, send me a message, reach out to me, comment below, and I'll get in touch. But the most important thing with all of this is rather than, look for those big shiny things that you suddenly want to achieve, 10 kilos in 10 weeks, I'm getting married in 4 weeks, I need to lose 6 kilos a day. Trust me, I've heard it all. Like, master the process, fall in love with the process, right? Fall in love with the smallest little things that you can take care of every single day and tick off, right? To build upon, to give you that sense of achievement and fulfillment on a day-to-day basis, because that's what makes this process fun. That's what makes it enjoyable, because every day is a win. Every day is a win to build upon the next win, upon the next win, upon the next win, right? Rather than coming from a place of I didn't do enough, or I'm not doing enough, or I need to do more, right? Because that's never going to motivate you. That's never going to help propel you forward. That's never going to give you what you need in terms of drive and focus on a day-to-day basis, all right? Fall in love with the process. If you are in my Facebook group, I will connect with you guys this week in What's Up Wednesday. Otherwise, if you're not in my Facebook and you want a link, send me a message and I will hook you up. But otherwise, have a great week. Fall in love with the process and I will connect with you all next week.